Alrighty, good morning, it's morning here. Welcome to week 4, day 1. So this week, the 3 workouts that make up this week, will see the end of our first month, more or less, of this program, How to Train. And the idea of this program is that it is for people that are new to exercise or who are returning to exercise, who maybe aren't 19 years old and invulnerable, and want to get into safe, effective exercise. Everything is stripped down to be as simple as possible. Now, people, there's a big difference between simple and easy. If you've been watching any of these programs, you'll see that by the end of the workout, I am just a puddle of sweat, barely able to breathe and talk. So simple does not equate to easy. But what makes the program simple is that there's some very simple principles, which are all listed below in the show notes. Please read those, about how to train and how to put together a program and how to then follow that program. You can see I'm already a little bit sweaty. I've done 10 minutes of cardio first. You do not have to do this. You could go for a walk if you wanted to. If you've got any gym equipment, like a bike or a rowing machine or an elliptical, you could use that to do a warm-up. Or not, you can just do what we're going to do. So normally when we do our mobility work, we do it standing. I want to change things up a little bit today and run through some slightly newer exercises. So we're going to start by kneeling down. Make sure you're kneeling down on not a rock hard floor. So something like a yoga mat is perfect, or a towel that's been folded up a couple of times just to give your knees a bit of a padding. That said, we're going to start more or less the same from the head and work our way down, and then when we get to the lower body, things are going to change a little bit. So, head up and down. You might find that kneeling for this long gets uncomfortable on your knees or your ankles. So by all means, change position anytime you want to. You can do this sitting down, head side to side now, in a cross-legged position, or even just sitting down on a chair is absolutely fine. So a kitchen chair or even your sofa, you can do most of these exercises. You might want to adapt them slightly. And of course, you can do it all standing up as well if you wanted to. Head side to side. Shoulder rolls, nice big circles backwards. And nice big circles forwards. The other simple thing about this program is its minimalist approach to equipment that over the months will change. It has to. But for now, everything is done with a single kettlebell. Good. Arm circles. There is enough space for me to do it kneeling. If there isn't, by all means, come up into this position, which is a tall lean. And in fact, it's quite good anyway. Just to extend your hips, squeeze your bum while you're doing this. And just to get some blood back into your legs if it's starting to hurt, kneeling down. And coming forwards. Wraparounds. I'm going to come back down into my kneel position. You don't have to, just be comfortable even if you're sitting down. Crossovers, opening up through the chest. Good. I'm going to come back into that tall kneel position. Make sure the hips are extended. So you're squeezing your butt. That's good. So butt squeezed, side bends. Absolutely do these kneeling. But remember, when you're doing these, you've got to keep your hips forward and your bum tight. Okay, on these, it's important to do that. Good. Kneeling, hips extended, elbows up. Okay, I'm going to twist. So it's a much smaller, tighter twist, because obviously the hips aren't moving in this one, the legs aren't moving. It's all coming from the waist. But make sure when you twist your waist and your shoulders that your head turns as well. So you're not here, okay? Turn your neck and your head as well. That's good. Okay, hips. This is where we're going to come down, but hips and spine. We're going to come down into an all fours position. So my knee is more or less underneath my hip. So my hips aren't forward or back at this point. My toes are on the floor, okay, for now. My hands are underneath my shoulders, all right? My fingers are spread as far as I can. Good. So I'm going to do some spine mobility first. So I'm going to look down and arch my upper back, chin on chest, and I'm looking down between my knees. And then I'm going to look up and drop my belly down. Breathe out. So sometimes it's called a cat stretch, happy cat, angry cat. Sometimes I think it's called cat-cow stretch in yoga. And you can see that my range of motion isn't particularly great because I'm a 50-year-old powerlifter, and that's precisely why I'm doing these. That's good. Okay, now my knees are about shoulder width apart, by the way, and my feet are similarly apart. Now we're going to start some rocking. So I rock back and forward. And the whole point of this rocking is to get to a comfortable range of motion. I'm not pushing anything. I'm not feeling a deep stretch. As I rock back, I look down. As I rock forward, I look up. So rock, 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 rock. So I'm still on the balls of my feet, and I'm going to change that in a bit. Being on the top of my feet, and I can come much deeper then into a stretch. Now, more flexible people than me probably get this deep even when on their toes. I'll probably have to change my hand position, and we'll do the same thing. Rocking backwards and forwards. Look up, look down. Back onto my feet. I'm going to change my knee position so I can come wider, okay, or I could even come narrower. The point is we're just going to change your knee position. I'm going to go a bit wider, okay, and this helps open up my hips for our squats that are going to come. And again, I'm onto my toes, rocking backwards and forwards. Look up. Back onto the tops of my feet, into a deeper stretch, coming back now and then rocking. If this is too small a range of motion for you, by all means walk your hands forward. And again, I don't want you to feel any deep stretches here. We're just moving, we're rocking. Just create some mobility. That's good, okay. Nice, so that was a little change from normal. I'm just going to adjust the camera angle so you get all my sweaty magnificence in. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Already dripping. I might open the window. That made no difference at all. None. Okay, so we know what's coming next. We've got our workout. So squats. 4 sets, 5 reps. This is week 4, so things change a little bit. Not much. It's mainly the finisher that changes, just for variety. Okay. So I've got the kettlebell. All right. I need to adjust that. It's too high. Can't see what my legs are doing. Okay. That's great. So the kettlebell's on the floor in front of me. At the top of the triangle. Yeah, I'll just move it back. So you can see the handle there. I'm stood 12 to 18 inches behind it, 30, 45 centimeters. Knees bent, hips back, drop the belly between the knees, okay? Lean forward, stick your bum out, take your hands to the kettlebell, tilt it towards you, okay? On one hand, I'm gonna do one hand, because I'm gonna front squat this, clean it, cradle, get your feet into a squat position, toes pointing out, take a deep breath, and let's squat. I went a bit lighter today, this is 24, so I'm going to swing to change hands. I'm going to go immediately, once I've adjusted my shorts, always forget, for set 2. Swing down, swing forward, let the kettlebell down. So I've combined set 1 and 2 there, 5 on my right, 5 on my left. Remember, work at your own pace. I can't emphasize enough that it's important that you work and you feel like you're working, but you work at your own level. Don't try and keep up with me. You're probably either fitter than me, in which case crank it out, or you're not, in which case slow it down, pause the video, reduce the weight. It's all good. Here we go. Hand to the kettlebell, tilt it towards you, lean back onto your heels a bit. Adjust your feet. Good, so that's all 4 sets of swings, of squats done. Which means that now we're going to move to our swings. we've got 4 sets of 10 reps to do on the swings. Go heavier, but if you do, increase your rest time. Or even your reps. If you're going heavy, it's a bit of a jump. If what you've got is a 16 kilo kettlebell and the next one you've got is 24, that's an enormous jump. So don't even try to keep the reps the same. Take it down to 5 swings and massively increase your rest period, okay? We're in the strength training part of today's workout. And it's important that you are recovered from the previous set before you start the next set. And the cardio section towards the end, that's when we want things a little bit faster paced. And it's fine then to be out of breath because you're using a sub-maximal weight. Remember, if load increases, volume must decrease. You've got to do less. All right, so what am I doing? Swings. Kettlebells in front of you, knees bent, stick your butt out, draw your belly between your knees, drop your chest, eyes down, tilt the kettlebell towards you, hike it back and start swinging. Take a rest, have a sit. Don't drink too much, especially when you're doing heavy swings. You'll feel it sloshing around. It's not much fun. Take your rest as much as you need. Pause the video. I'm going in. Two down, 2 to go. After this, we've got shoulder press, and joy of joys, it's 4 sets of shoulder press today, not 3 sets. So, we're going to do 4 sets of 5, 20 reps off each arm, and not 3 sets of 5, 15 reps off each arm. I've increased volume, I'm doing more reps. And if you increase volume, it's best to decrease the weight because you can always go heavier next time. Get used to the volume first and then increase the weight. Okay, 3rd set of swings. Great. 3 down. 2 to go. Got a t-shirt. Back's even better. This is the last gig I went to before the lockdown. Literally days before the lockdown. We saw, me and my son, we saw Death Angel, Exodus, and Testament, Bristol at the O2 Academy. It was awesome. And then that was the last gig in the world. Everything stopped after that. I miss gigs. Maybe soon, right? Okay, last set. Nice, I'll move this one out of the way. I'm going to bring in the 24. So last time I trained, on the last video, which in the real world was actually yesterday. Normally I try to leave days in between, but training consecutive days every now and again is okay. So yesterday I did 3 sets of 5 at 28. So today, not even 24 hours later, we're adding volume, 4 sets of 5, which means I have to decrease the load. So I'm going to go to the 24. Okay, shoulder press. Remember at the top, knees are locked, thighs are tight, hips are extended, bum is tight, ribs are down, abs are tight, arm is stretched up. So I'm not just here, I'm shrugging that last inch to 2 inches, okay? I've got to clean it up first. So take my grip, clean, lock everything up, and press. I'm going to go straight into the next set, then take a break, I think. This is feeling all right. I will regret this. Come on. All right. That's 2 sets out of the 4. I did the first 2 sets back to back. You don't have to. Take a break in between each side. Do 5 in your right, take a break. 5 in your left. Take a rest. Have some water. Okay, you ready? We'll go straight into my 4th set. So we've got our rows to do next, a body pull exercise. From next week, exciting times. We're going to be taking our push exercise and our pull exercise, and we're going to combine them into the clean and press. So you get a pull movement, kinda, and a push movement combined. And that clean and press is the absolute cornerstone, the central pillar of this workout going forward, okay? Clean and press is about as good as it gets for everything that you want to making your daily life better, okay? And there's different ways we can do it, and we'll cover them all. In fact, we've got some today in our finisher, but let's do our rows, okay? So, I'm going to do all 3 sets back to back today. We're going to go straight through it. Kettlebells between my toes, my feet are about shoulder width apart. Okay, I bend my knees. I send my hips back, so I'm sticking my bum out as far as I can. I drop my belly between my knees, and my spine is neutral. Okay, neutral. I'm not in a heavy arch position, but I'm not so slumped over like a rag doll either. Okay, free hand on your chest, or out of the way, rodeo style. Yeah. And let's row. 5 on one side, didn't touch the floor this time. 5 on the left side, stand up. In the second round, I'm going to touch the floor each time, and so it's a dead stop row. The kettlebells stop moving, so I'm pulling it from a dead stop position. There's advantages to both. One is neither better or worse than the other, merely different, and it's okay to be different, people. Accept those differences in others. I say, up to a point. Here we go. Back to the floor. And take my hand off it, briefly. All right. That's a nice spread of sweat. There's still some pale areas. Let's see if I can fill that up later. Sip of water. I'll do these ones face on. Knees bent, hips back, belly down, chest down, spine neutral. Okay, I'll do these without touching the floor. As I'm doing them, I'm trying not to rotate. I'm resisting rotation, anti-rotation training. Lovely. Okay, it's my favorite time, planks. Woo! Okay, so we've been doing front plank, side plank, front plank, side plank. For today's fun, I'm going to do that twice through. So I'm going to go front plank, front plank, side plank, and then I'm going to do it again, front side, front side. But because of increased volume, we're going to decrease the load. And load in a plank is time and attention. So rather than 20 seconds, I'm going to hold it for 10 seconds. Because there's a lot of core work in trying to smoothly change from position to position without kind of breaking the plank too badly. Okay, here we go. Hips down, squeeze your bum. Side plank, drop your side of your feet, up. Hips down, squeeze your bum. So after this, you could take a break, or you could go straight into it. I'm going to go straight into it, just to get this horror story over. That was great. Enjoyed every second of that. Core training. Okay, so for today's cardio finisher, we've got skipping, or a movement representative of jumping up and down on the spot, which could be skipping, or it could be jumping up and down on the spot, or jogging on the spot, or jumping jacks. Doesn't matter. We're going to do 70 skips today, which equates, just going to grab this clock, which equates to about 30 seconds of work. I'm going to put this. I'll put it here. I won't. I'll put it here. It's already on the floor. It can't fall off. So for me, 70 skips equates to approximately 30 seconds, give or take. I'm going to count to 70 rather than look at the clock. But by all means, look at the clock. And then I'm going to do clean and press. So we've been doing the clean the last couple of sessions. Whoop. Thumb to bum, fist to chin. Thumb to bum, fist to chin. Elbow stays glued to your ribs. So that's the clean. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add a press. So it's going to be clean and press. Clean and press. I'm going to do this for time as well. So I'm going to do 30 seconds with my right side, 30 seconds with my left side. So we're approximately looking at 30 seconds of skipping, 30 seconds of clean and press one side, 30 seconds clean and press on my other side. Each circuit, a minute and a half-ish. I'm still on the count to 70. I've just got my eye on the clock to see how long 70 skips does take. Curious. bang on 30 seconds at that speed. Okay, clean and press. 30 seconds. Clean, press. Steady pace. That's 30, change arms. And that's 30. And rest. I'm going to rest 30 seconds. Rest longer if you want to. If you're an animal, absolute savage, don't rest at all. Just get straight into it. Here we go. And press. Just notice the time. I'm going to finish this set and then I've got to stop the video. I've got a client straight now and I can't be late. But I promise to do my last third circuit later on. All right. Take a rest. Have a sip of water. Do one more circuit by yourself. I'm going to go shout at somebody else. Thank you very much. Love you all. Bye-bye.